Milk Bar TV. So Nathan Livingstone does great compilation videos, done a bunch of Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. And he said people are finally waking up to the fact that Candace Owens is a total BS artist. Here's 6 minutes of her being a compulsive liar, if there is any doubt left. And then I think the best comment was from Seth Dillon, which was, she lies, then lies about whether she lied. Every response she receives just gives her more opportunity to dishonestly smear the people responding to her dishonest smears. There's no end to it, no correcting the record, because the lies, the harm they cause are the point. That is really important. So let's jump in here.
I certainly didn't suspect Turning Point USA would be, as I believe, involved in a cover-up. It doesn't necessarily mean they were involved in plotting to kill him. And I've never said that. Cam Higbee is on the payroll of Turning Point USA, the very organization that just had its leader assassinated in broad daylight in front of the entire world. What about his burial? How come we haven't seen anything about his burial?
You repeatedly questioned why we weren't being told where Charlie Kirk is buried. Did you get those answers?
You have the wrong commentator who questioned that.
You've never asked where Charlie's buried?
Nope. What about his burial? How come we haven't seen anything about his burial?
She has said Charlie's murder, quote, had to be approved by Charlie's friends, and then suggested those friends might have her murdered too, for, quote, knowing.
I never said that. The decision was made to murder Charlie Kirk, a decision that very clearly had to be approved by Charlie's friends. Is this going to be the pathway forward? You're going to start murdering more people in broad daylight for knowing? I never said that. I was totally in a cloud of grief. Okay, you remember I had to go away to Wyoming just to breathe. Like, what am I doing wrong here?
I mean, it's only been 1 minute and 10 seconds, and she's already saying, I've never said that. I've never said that. If you watch any Candace Owens and see her get debunked and her lies get called out, and you still believe every word she has to say, then you also are manipulative and have an ideological claim that is not about truth, and you need some soul searching. I think that's accurate.
I have to go away and cry for a long time, and everyone else just kind of seemed giddy. That's the only way I can describe it, like giddy. That emotion shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't be possible, actually. I was in this aggrieved stage, and I really didn't poke my head up until weeks later, when I could stop crying about it every second. Charlie Kirk, my friend, is dead. First, this is fantastic that Preborn is doing this. To remind you guys about Pure Talk. Also remind you guys about American Financing. Also remind you guys about GNO Land. Also telling you guys about Just Thrive. You can head over to our website, CandaceOwens.com. You can sign up, buy yourself a hat. I still haven't spoken to the press about Charlie Kirk, actually. I haven't even given one interview about Charlie Kirk. It felt icky to me. I think that in the coming weeks, there's going to be a lot of financial reports that are coming out. And I, first and foremost, do not believe that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. I want to be very clear on that. There's old footage of
I mean, look at that. Never done an interview 16 days after. Just, it's so fucking blatant and obvious and embarrassing to anyone who actually believes any word she has to say, because it's beyond a grift. It's beyond making money. It's cruel. It's fucking evil.
Tyler Robinson that is now circulating.
And as I get into the intersection, there was a vehicle in the lane.
Tyler certainly refers to it as his car, not his vehicle.
Vehicle in the lane.
He wrote me a letter on May 2nd this year.
First and foremost, that letter he is holding up, he is severely misrepresenting. Those sentences are real. I'm saying you're severely misrepresenting the contents, and you're doubling down on your lie. I told you to publish the full letter that Charlie wrote you, not lines of it. Okay? It's a lie by omission.
New York Post got a hold of that letter. They've now published it. Charlie Kirk expressing his love for Israel. No attacks on Israel, just advice on how to fight lies and reach the next generation.
November 25th, I obviously tweeted, Macrones have executed upon and paid for my assassination. I report to the FBI. Of course, I reported it to the FBI. I did not at all hear back from the FBI. And I will say I didn't go through an official channel and send an email, and I should do that. But I did send a text message to somebody very high up.
If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix.
So I accept it with whistles and bells, everything. I fully accept. You can pick the place, you can pick the time, but no, they need to have it in person in Phoenix on December 15th, or they cannot have me at all. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, outside of my husband and Erica Kirk has the power to shut me up. There's nobody that has the capacity to get me to shut up about this except for Erica Kirk and my husband. I'm not going to stop unless Erica Kirk asks me to stop. If Erica Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet.
Stop. To stop.
I just do not accept any of that. Obviously, for this to have been pulled off, there had to have been multiple people involved. There had to have been people at Turning Point that were complicit in having this happen.
You said that people at Turning Point were complicit in his murder.
No, my exact sentence that I said was that there were people at Turning Point who are engaged in a cover-up.
No, you didn't.
I believe
Sorry,
that
you didn't.
thoroughly.
Candace, you didn't say that.
There had to have been people at Turning Point that were complicit in having this happen.
You said there were people at Turning Point complicit in his murder.
Okay.
That's what you said.
I'm certain he is going to probably be doing a lot of interviews in the near future. I just cannot see how this would lead.
I mean, this is insanity, right? It's like, I don't know how you watch this and aren't like, what the fuck is going on? She's doing it on purpose, or she's just psychotic, or she's evil, or it's a combination of all of the above. But what is the actual end game? Like, is it just pure hatred for Israel Jews? Is it she's just pure evil? Is it because she's making a lot of money? Is it because she's getting checks in the mail? But this is like an extreme level of lying. I mean, Tucker Carlson lies on a continual basis. Tucker Carlson will gaslight you on a continual basis. But I think Candace Owens is in a league of her own in terms of just straight up lying 5-10 minutes later. I didn't say that, never said that. And then gaslighting you and then making you feel like you're dumb because you are calling her out on her lies. It's like, holy cow.
To anything other than a full confession from the government about the military's involvement in his assassination. Like I said, I'm going to put together a fundraiser for you. And I do believe you are a missing piece of this. I don't know what comes next, but I just want you to know that like you have an ally in me, and I hope you see that I am a fighter. And when I see good people and bad things happen to them, I will fight. We didn't know what it was going to lead to. And I was like, I mean, I couldn't have been more deferential in saying that this could literally lead to nothing. You know, like, hey, this guy said this, whatever. And then all of a sudden you guys every day are obsessing over it. Won't let it go. I had him on the show. That was it. Another donor who was at the Aspen event actually says that they do remember Charlie mentioning Erica if, you know, something happened, that Erica would know what to do. A couple who said that they did remember it. I cannot stress this enough. The donors who were in attendance in Aspen are telling me that Charlie never said this. We don't know where it's going to end, but we are going to keep asking questions until we get clear answers.
Candace, it may be that the person in the media spewing bullshit to the public is you.
That might be the only intelligent thing that Piers Morgan has ever said. I mean, we can watch that video over and over and over again. And some people will still refuse to believe that she is lying and that she's doing it on purpose, or that she's simply just evil.